Hi guys! So today I'm doing something new, and I think it might be a mini series on my channel. I'm potentially calling it Something Borrowed, but it's where I borrow one of my friend's palettes and I come up with as many looks as I can from that palette so that my friend has ideas on how to play with their stuff at home that they're not using. Today I borrowed the Shaaanxo palette, the original. The remix still has these colors, so if you have the remix you can still follow along, but this is what it looks like. It's a nice neutral palette. I did a very wearable, easy, everyday type of look, a slightly more dramatic halo eye, and then this look right here, which is a partial cut crease if you're feeling really adventurous and you really want to go all out with this palette. And I hope you enjoy. See you later. So I've scooted you much closer and we're gonna do a couple looks. The first look is this look right here, and it is like a basic, easy, everyday, very wearable type of look. Basically something a little more complicated than one shadow all over blended out, so it looks like you tried really hard, but it's really quick and easy, like less than 5 minutes. So because I know my friend does not have an eye primer, we're just gonna take concealer and dot that all over the lid and blend that out. And that's gonna be our base. And then we're going to take the palette and that matte cream shade right there, this flat shader brush, and just pat that on top of the concealer to set it down. And then we're gonna take this fluffy crease brush and jump into this yellow shade right here. Just swirl it in there and tap it off, and you want to put it in your transition area, which if you watched my video with Nikki, I explained is kind of in your crease but slightly above. So feel where that hollow is and move your brush slightly above, and then swirl it and sweep it around the eye in that area. And then we're going to take another crease brush and dip it into this brown shade and pat that on the outer corner and then sweep it inward, staying low, like in the crease and below. And then once you've got that placed, then take the first brush with no additional product on it and blend that together. So it's nice and seamless. And then if you want to intensify it just a little bit, you can take a shader brush, dip it into that brown, and just amp up the pigment on the outer edge. And then just sweep the extra into the crease and then blend it out again. And then for the lid, we're going to take this matte white shade and just tap it twice and then tap it once or twice in this. So you're just going to have a hint of shimmer, but it's going to look mostly matte. So it's more everyday and natural. And just pat that over the lid all the way until the brown shadow. And then highlight the inner corner with some of that. Just put it right in there. And then to do the lower lash line, take another shader brush since you don't have a pencil brush and go into that yellow color and buff that along the lower lash line and make it meet up with that outer corner. So you might need some additional product on your brush to do that. There you go. There is your easy, everyday wearable look with the Shaaanxo palette.
Hi guys, voiceover Rachel here. So my audio got corrupted, so unfortunately just for this look, we'll be doing voiceover. I've already laid down my base and my transition shade just to save time because we've already done transition in the last one, so I don't think you need to see that done again because it's going to be the same exact technique. And this color is pretty much the only transition color in the palette that works for my skin tone, so I'm going to be using the same shade every time, and that's the look. It is a little bit more dramatic, but still wearable for daytime, or it could be a nighttime look if you're not comfortable with it for daytime. And it's a halo eye, so it's going to take a little bit more technique, but it's still really easy and not that much longer to do, and I think you can do it. You can definitely do it. I'm so cheesy. So let's get started. Wow, I said that almost synced up with me. So we're taking a shader brush and we're mixing the bottom two left colors together and putting them on the inner and outer corner. So you start on the inner corner and go basically until you get to your iris or your pupil. That will be the center line of your eye, because we're going to leave an area blank. And go in from the outer corner and do the same thing. Stop when you see the iris or the center of the eye. And then you're going to take those colors and put them into your crease and connect those two corners. And that's the halo. And then we're going to take a crease brush with no additional product on it and just blend it out. And I'm saying how I'm blending it out and I'm going to fast forward it for you, but it really doesn't take that long. But there's a few spots where I blend later on in this particular eye look where I'm probably going to fast forward. This isn't taking that long. See? I'm good. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. This is taking a while. Oh, okay. Not that long. And then we're intensifying the inner and outer corner because we blended some away, and intensifying the crease as well. And I'll be right back. And that was a solid 2 minutes of blending shrunk down. So now we're gonna do the center of the eye, and I took some of that pink color and wet the brush because we want it to be really intense and metallic and have it out from the shimmery side. And we're placing it in that blank area in the center and sort of blending it out into the sides so it all sort of blends together, like no harsh lines. And then to make it pop a little bit more, I could read my lips then, we're taking that white shimmery shade, not wetting the brush again, and just running that over the top to add a little extra shine. And that really does make a huge difference. Like, it brightens it a lot because the pink is the same depth as the shadows that you used on the inner and outer corner. So that makes a huge difference. And I'm just touching up the other eye really quick. And then we're going to do the inner corner, and we're going to use the white shimmery shade and a shader brush and just pop that in there. And then mixing the two whites for the brow bone, because I don't like my brow bone to be too intense. If you want an intense brow bone, you can do just the shimmery, but I don't like it that intense on my brow bone. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the same brush, just wipe it off, and go in with that bottom left color and run it on the outer third of my lash line and connect it to that outer corner up top. And that way it's not too dramatic, it's not doing the full circle halo around the eye, so it's a little more daytime if you want it to be, and it's a little more simplified and easy as well. So that's the look, and I'm trying to understand what I'm saying, but I suck at reading lips. So what I'm going to say is, I remember saying you can wear eyeliner with this, and you can wear it on your upper lash line and your lower lash line, and mascara, of course, but I'm not going to do those things because I'm going to wipe this eye look right off and start into my next eye look. And so I don't want to have to worry about rubbing off eyeliner and mascara that are just going to stay put. That's just going to make my eyes hurt, make them raw. So we're skipping that, but definitely you don't skip that because it makes all the difference.
This is my third and final look with the Shaaanxo palette, the original, of course. I know I already told you that. It is a very dramatic, I would say going out look, but even though it might look harder, I think it's fairly simple. I did this in a matter of minutes, and I mean, I think if you can trace the outline of your eyeball, you can do this look. So this is technically like a partial cut crease, but it's like the cheater's easy way of doing a cut crease. So it'll be real simple, I promise. You can get it. So as I said in my last one, I've already got my base and my transition on. So we're going to jump right in with the black and this shader brush right here. This is not a very intense black, so you really gotta pack it on, and we're packing it on that outer corner. And then you kind of want to build And you can use tape if you feel more comfortable to get this angle, or you can clean up afterward with a makeup wipe. This was just freehand. I'm probably still gonna clean it up. Just build that line to get that like graphic angular. Just tap it on there. And then you want to take a crease brush and just tap it in there. Not very much product. And fluff it into the crease to get that sheer blown out black and blend that together. And it doesn't matter if you're messy and you get it on your lid because you're going to cover it with concealer anyway. Let me just touch this up. This one was looking more dramatic than this one. I had to touch it up. Okay, so now that you've blended that, just touch up the black, fill in any holy areas, any sheer areas that got blended away. And then we're moving on to the complicated part, which is not that complicated. You're going to take your angled liner slash whatever you use it for, eyebrows, and dip it into concealer, and you can take it on your liquid concealer and tap it on the end of the doe foot applicator. This is just the concealer I have handy, and you want to start at your inner corner and place that down, circling in as smooth as possible line, but we can still clean up the line, but just take it slow, circling in as smooth as possible line around your eye until you meet the black. And then you can take a brush or your doe foot applicator. I'm just taking my finger and I'm filling in the area underneath that line we just drew with concealer. And that did get things a little bit messy, but no worries, we can clean it up. That a brush is more precise than a finger, so if you don't want to have to clean up your mess, then use a brush. And then now that we have that laid down, we're going in with our lid shade, which is this shimmery white color, and we're just packing that right on top of the area which we placed our concealer. And not only does the concealer help give you that cut crease with little effort, it intensifies anything you're laying on top of it, so this shimmery shade is really gonna pop. And then we are going to clean that line up. As you can see, it's a little bit messy. With the angled brush in the black shadow, just load it up and trace that line. And connect it to the black. And then take your brush and blend that out. And then for the lower lash line, we're going to take the angled brush and dip it into the black and just connect from the angle you created up top along your lower lash line. I don't know what it is about this black, but I feel like the longer I have it on, the more it fades away. So I'm just intensifying this side. And again, you can add black liner to your water line. Which is what I think I'm gonna do. After, I highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. Oh my gosh, can't believe I forgot those steps. So I'm just going to take a black liner and lay it down on my waterline. And the final step is to apply mascara. So let me do that really quick, and then you can see the full effect of this dramatic, fun, different, something I know you would never wear unless I myself put it on you. But you can totally rock it, and you can totally handle doing it. Because that took me like no time at all, am I right? I'm right. And this is my dramatic semi-cut crease look with the Shaaanxo palette. So that was everything. I hope you enjoyed my 3 looks with the upside down the Shaaanxo palette that I borrowed. Especially I hope the person that I borrowed it from enjoyed them. And I know that you can recreate these at home and maybe do them even better, because I got all wonky and made them unsymmetrical because I was doing them at separate times and, you know, not in the flow of things. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you had fun hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.